Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. ATC time about those comments. So I wanted to discuss further discussion on the video that I did, Lord have mercy, about the child. This child here in the brown shirt, the mom, and this is reportedly the brother. He slaps her because they said she's high. And this here, in my opinion, it's a good example how when parents check out, traffickers can easily check in. Traffickers, PREDATRS, those people. Listen, this is how people, if you seriously, the whole thing is just sad. The fact that she's in public checked out, imagine at home. And he's screaming at the top of his voice, frustrated, sounding angry and scared, and the little one just sitting here. Little one just sitting here. What if somebody came, just took the little one off? What if somebody comes to him? Oh man, it's okay. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. Just come with me. Let's go get a pizza and let her kind of relax a little bit. Next thing you know, might not see the kids again. When parents check out, traffickers can easily check in. Diana Prince says it is what it is. So let me go ahead and get to a first comment. And this is it's we may have to do more than one video. It's horrible. Let me start here. So New Dawn 1091 said, if she is high like that on the street, imagine what's going on in the well, I'm sorry. I said that to New Dawn. So my comment was, if she's high on the street, imagine what's going on in the home. Those kids can probably be abused, and she can still be checked out while the kids are being abused. I mean, seriously. You wonder why they're so angry? No guidance, no protection. Mama has checked out, and I bet daddy been gone. So all those kids know is learned behavior, negative at best, that is put before them. Yes, this right here is probably not the first time this has happened. That's probably why the boy slapped her more than one time. Why? She's probably done, this just happens to be in public. This probably has happened at home. And guess what? This is what you do. Do a smack them. Wake up, wake up. What if a burglar breaks into the home? What if it's one of her old boyfriend? She just lets in, and then she's done this and checked out, and the man is still there. Imagine what could happen to those kids. Think about it. What if one of her deprived boyfriends or some dealer, she think it's all about her. She does this. One can even just see this and say, oh man, this woman is checked out. She's checked out. All they have to do is, well, oh, I don't know, maybe follow her home. Hey, I saw what happened trying to check on y'all. Y'all okay? Come with some pizza or something. A mother that checks out like this, how do you even know if those kids are going to have dinner or breakfast? For all we know, I wouldn't be surprised if he raising them. When she checks out, who do you think is going to step in charge? When she checks out, I doubt it's the little one. I wouldn't be surprised if this right here is raising them. When she checks out, he got to check in. And he's 10. Now, this person here, Tiffy XYZ 2532 says, when a minor child has to parent his own parent, yep, this is probably not the first time. This is again, behavior is learned. She's probably been doing this at home, and this is the only way to wake her up. Oh my, still not up? Smack again, still not up. Behavior's learned. She says he slapped his mother because she was high as a kite on drugs. Why are we pretending this child is kneeling at the top of his lungs for her to wake up? Well, we know what that is. We know that's the whole idea. She's using those children as a check. So let's go back to this one. She says, why are we pretending that this child is yelling at the top of his lungs for to wake up? Oh, of course, that's obvious. That's why he's doing that. Why? Behaviors learn. Why? Because this is probably what she does. And to get her up, this is what he's probably seen. And so guess what? That's what he does now. Start smacking. Mm-hmm. Behavior is learned. So when something goes wrong or somebody acts up, that's what he's probably used to doing. Hey, start using your hands. No communication skills. Behavior, what? It starts in the home. And wow, I concur. I believe it's highly probable. She says she's using those children as a check. This is a terrible situation for the children. Oh, of course. So if she's checked out in public, imagine what's behind closed doors. See, this happened in public, him smacking his mother. That's probably what they've been doing at home. So he's probably seen her like this at home, on the street. Here's what you do. Wake up. And it just sounds panic. It just sounds panic. This is how behaviors learn. So this is pretty much how a person can be taught. Oh, this is what happens. And then this kind of behavior can transfer into other aspects of communication. As you get older, start dating with other kids, all of a sudden you start getting violent. It wouldn't surprise me at all if those two kids in her care don't end up being violated. Again, the mother checks out. A predator's dream, a checked out parent, the daddy's probably not there. New Dawn says, I don't condone this little boy's actions. The 10-year-old is on his own. Yes, no mother, no father. Yes, and you can hear the stress, frustration, and fear in his voice. That part. That part. Ed Kid, because of the home life he's been exposed to, I feel he's a walking time bomb. And then you wonder why, like I said, heaven forbid a predator walks in. And it makes me think about these kids you see in the schools when the teachers are trying to communicate with them and talk to them. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, the kid just goes off, just crazy. Kid will go off, and then the next thing you know, hey, the teacher's trying to talk like that girl and just start swinging and beating, swinging and beating. A person only trying to communicate with you. See, a lot of times abusers, even as adults, they're not going to go ham or go attack the person that's abusing him. But a lot of times what they will do, somebody that's really not a threat, they'll go ahead. Sometimes they can go ahead and attack that person. I told a friend of mine about that with a woman that he was with. I said, see, the man that did this to her, or the people that did this to her, she's not going to go ahead and go after them like that. But see, you're not a threat. No, you're not a threat. You're not violent. You're not putting those hands on her. I said, I'm just gonna be honest. I said it's damaged goods. So I said everything that's happened to her, she gonna take it out on you. You knew the girl for what, 2 or 3 years, and now she's referring to an experience. Girl, that happened 10 years ago. He didn't even know you. You weren't even in the same country, girl. What are you talking about? Flashback. I said she's damaged goods, and I said she wants somebody to pay. So you're the meat guy. I hate to tell you, you're the meat guy. You didn't even know her 10 years ago in two different way locations, over 1,000 miles apart. So she wants somebody to pay. She's gonna take it out on the nice guy. Because I guarantee you, if the one that was abusing her will come around, she'd probably fear. That's why you gotta be very careful dealing with people. You can't always call yourself male or female. I'm gonna be the fixer. I told him, I said, I'm just, she's damaged. And she doesn't want to get any help, talk things through. And I said, a lot of this anger is coming out. So yeah, she's not going to put on the guy that did it, no, or the people or men that did this. She's going to choose a softer target. That target is you. So yes, it's horrible. Yes, Hidea 929 says, this is heartbreaking. This woman has given up on herself and the world. Exactly. Checked out. So when she's checked out, the parents checked out, the father not coming to the rescue, a predator, a trafficker a SCH trafficker can easily check in. The tragedy is that as a mother, you cannot pity yourself more than you love your children. Those boys are traumatized and need to be moved ASAP. Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. What if someone right now was trying to grab the little one that's sitting beside her? What if someone's trying to grab the little one and he's trying to stop and wake her up? What would she do? So checked out. I don't know where he went. I don't know. He was right there. I don't know. Crazy. Dust Divester over 472. Thank you for the hearts, darling. Uniquely Vicky says, I think he was in fear that she wouldn't wake up because she was so high. Yes, I totally agree. This isn't the first time he's experienced her being nearly unconscious. That's exactly it. And you know what? By you saying that, it makes me think further. Let me expand on that. It's possible he might look up and want it in his mind. Is he gonna look up and she dead and she's deceased? She might OD. Do you think a loving father is going to appear and can pick up his sons? You think? Dudes, dudes 54 to be living just like a fabulous life. Child free here, raining 66 degrees, clouds on the way to the gym. All right, dudes is living a life. Yes, Seashell 5580 says he's definitely seen someone do that first. Bingo, behaviors learned. He's definitely seen someone do that first. Why didn't he know to shake or hug her? He would have never slapped his father. Well, you can't slap him if he's not there. You can't slap him if he's not there. That's my whole thing. He's seen somebody. I behaviors learned. He's probably seen this before in the home and seen somebody slap her. So hey, behaviors learned. That's what you do. Only thing is, he does it out in public. This is more than, oh, that's a bad kid. And again, abusers are raised. Abusers are raised. People kill me when they talk about, oh, you know, schools can have their issues too, but behaviors learned in the home. Let's understand this: a whole human being has grown up in an environment and a whole setup before they even get to school. A whole human being has been exposed to a certain environment before they even get to the school. Sometimes it's an environment of chaos. That's why you look up, wonder why they can't read. Don't know how to go to the school and just shut up and sit down and listen. Don't even have the basics down. So much dysfunction. And they're used to doing what they want to do in the home. Say, so what? So when the teacher's like, okay, quiet, quiet. Oh, I ain't finished having my conversation. These some rude ass kids growing up. And here's the sad thing about you. When they get older, the safety net, especially in the BC, I will say, because it's applicable to all races, but the safety net that some of the parents had, like, welfare, subsidies and all that, and food stamps and all that, news flash for you, I already showed you how to rich get the resources. In an irrevocable trust, I don't have access to it. Yeah, maybe your household doesn't, but your daughter household, your cousin, your grandkids, your son household has access to it. And if you need something, they're going to get it. Why? Because they already know the idea of those assets in that irrevocable trust. That trust account is going to transfer down to them, the wealth transfer. It's a system. This right here that we saw with this woman, this boy stabbing his mama, she done checked the hell out. A fatherless home. It's a system. The only thing is, this system on this screen is not working. It's a system of some darn dysfunction. Just breeding poverty like a darn fool. That system that on the video that I did about the rich people on welfare, that's a system. Why? Transferring assets. Transferring houses, portfolios. Put that into a trust. I don't have access to it. Let me go ahead and get on the welfare. And then the kids know, oh, okay, well, this is all mine. Or if she needs something, they'll go ahead and supply it. Because why? They already see. Here's my inheritance. It's going to pass down to me. So the person or he or she needs something extra, they'll go ahead and get it for them. It makes perfect sense. Ignorant people, stiff-necked, hearted people, you can't tell them nothing. Can't tell them anything. This here is the system, fatherless home. What's it create? What's it create? Mothers checking out, giving up. What does it create? Women that just happen to get pregnant. And hold on, what did the commenter here say? I doubt this lady had it together when she had the first kid. Tiffy XYZ 2532 using those children as a check. I totally believe it. I doubt she had together when she first had that 10-year-old. Another baby might can add to the check. Unbelievable. So yes, C Chef 580, he's definitely seen someone do that first. Exactly. Why do you think he's doing it? Behaviors learned. Abuses are born. Sad. A product of the environment. So, LMO Verit Society said, y'all focus on a child. What about the adults standing around filming it? Let's talk about that. Oh, yes, that's another thing. I thought about it. They're standing around filming. You hear one lady say, "Stop slapping your mother." Let me guess. After that, I'm assuming the 10-year-old is going to probably have to try to lead them home. More than likely, the 10-year-old. So I guess he's going to be man of the house. He'll have to lead them home. You think anybody's going to try to get the address to call the authorities? No. You heard some people saying, "Whoa," to that effect. And lady said, "Stop slapping them." I didn't hear anybody in the background say, "Hey, let's call the state. Let's get the authorities involved." No, because you know why? People don't want to get involved in a lot of cases. Oh yeah, I don't want to get involved. A lot of people do not want to get, they just walk away. What is that saying? You can tell the wealth of a nation by how it treats its women and how it treats its women. Also by how it treats its children. So nobody cares. Oh well, I don't want to get involved. They're just on their own. Then you wonder why these kids grow up and do some heartless things. And you're like, oh my God, how did that happen? Why would they do that? It's what they've been exposed to, what they've experienced. And then they experience abuse. Next thing you know, that behavior is learned. Neglected home life, checked out mother, father been gone. Next thing you know, somebody comes in, hurts the kids, traumatize those children more so physically and emotionally, abusing them. Then they get out into society and can do the most horrendous thing, shoot and kill somebody. Just speaking in general. You're like, why would a kid just for a vehicle then shoot and kill somebody? No regard for life. Analyze that child. Backtrack. What has that child been exposed to? What's the home life? Who's in the home? Who has access to those children? Thugs, gang bangers, criminals. Sometimes people you're supposed to trust could be at the church. Abusing kids too, so they know that behavior is wrong, and there's no protection, and they become very angry. So next thing you know, they can become very hardened, and that's how they can have a lot of hardened criminals. Sure, some kids are taught right from wrong. They're going to choose their own path, but a lot of this right here, kids neglected, and they're just on their own. No guidance, no protection, none whatsoever. So the adults sitting around filming, they'll just film it and put it on Facebook, what have you, on the internet, and then they're just going to go ahead and just keep on going. Nobody wants to get involved because why? They don't want to be, you have to face it, they don't really care about children like that. It's not my problem, I'm going on. Is it going to hurt to go ahead and call the authorities? While that was going on, somebody should have been calling the authorities. While that was going on, somebody should have used their phone to call the authorities to have those kids taken out of their home. People don't care. Someone should have been calling the authorities while that was going on. And more than likely, they would be taken out of the home. I mean, look, oh, what kind of chance do they have with her? And don't forget, this is in public. A predator or a dealer has to all I gotta do is follow her home where she lives. Hey, little man, I saw it happen, got some pizza, and they made me hungry. She can't even give him a darn meal. She's so checked out. Unbelievable. Can't even, they might be sitting up in there hungry. So with some toys or something, they're gonna open up that door. Then next thing you know, they don't got access to those kids. All because of who? The mother. All because of who? How'd they get access to those kids? The mother. That's how. Well, where's the no father? Yeah. I love Anything Forever says if she's high, obviously, it appears to me. It says if she's high, then it sounds like he's slapping her back into consciousness. If so, she brought it on herself. Poor boy. Behaviors learned. That's what I'm saying. This right here, the first time this has happened, he's probably seeing this happen in that home. And guess what? This is what you do. Just start smacking. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And by her being this high, disoriented out of herself, she may keep on going. It wouldn't surprise me this woman might end up ODing. Might end up ODing and the kids gone. Well, hey, where the kids go? Somebody can come take them. 10 years old. He's probably been exposed to a whole lot of trauma. A whole lot of trauma. Ooh, beloved line and said, right, if she wasn't high in the first place, then he wouldn't have to be there slapping her back until I ended something. Behaviors learned at home. So this is popping out this right here. I think this kid has seen this before in the home, and this is what you do. Behavior is learned. So this right here, this is what you do. And I doubt a father is going to come to the rescue. A random woman said, he said, Mommy, wake up. I shook my mom when she became unresponsive. If slapping would have helped, then I would have regret to help her. Someone should have helped this screaming, panicking child. Where are the boy's dad? Too many stereotypes in this video. Good question. Where's the father? And my question again, I just have to ask. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. She probably didn't have it together the first time around, baby. Oh, I bet you she didn't. And have another child. This woman, in my opinion, you've checked out this much, not worthy of being a mother. Doesn't even deserve the title. And it's sad when the stereotype becomes a reality. So this here, behaviors learned. Behaviors learned. This is probably not the first time. Come on, this has happened. No, he's probably seen somebody else do it, so this is what you do. And the sad thing is, what if she checks out and don't wake up? This is how I say abusers are raised. So when you find these kids in the school, the least little thing, they want to fight the teacher hasn't harmed them. No, it's a lot of anger there. There's dysfunction going on. And more than likely, it's going to trace back to the home. So when the teacher comes, all of a sudden, they just ready to swing. Because, see, they know that the teacher's not a threat. They know that. That teacher's not a threat. They know that that teacher is not a threat. So now take all the anger out on that person. Why? That child has been damaged. Not that I'm excusing it, but that child has been damaged. Like that older teacher who came out of retirement, the way the young girl pummeled her. Oh, trace it back. It didn't make any sense. Just telling you about an item. You can't have the item. Let's take the item from you. We're in class. Schools have rules. Why would the kid just do that? Either it's been some major abuse in that home, or maybe just a bad kid. But I think that behavior is just not normal. When you retrace the steps, you're going to see the home life, a whole lot of trauma going on. So yeah, this here is too many stereotypes in this video. That's why, it's to the point. Like I said, a lot of women just shouldn't have kids. If he can't put a ring on or helps, and that ain't no guarantee, but help support you, what you doing it for? But hey, it could be for a check. She just done checked out, and she probably needs these two for the check. But she's obviously checked out. So, and the father obviously hasn't checked in. So when parents check out, that is a prime opportunity for traffickers to check in. And I'm out.